Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Christine. So today I'm bringing to you guys an April favorites video. I feel like this month was the month of makeup. I usually am very into like minimal makeup slash wearing the same stuff over and over and over again, but I just kind of stuck to one skincare routine. I feel like I'm constantly trying out so many new things that I just break out all the time. So it was nice to kind of just focus on makeup for this month. Anyways, if you guys are interested in seeing this month's favorites, first, before we go ahead and get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and the little notification bell, and let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so I figured I never dress up for you guys. I'm always in the same like hoodie or t-shirt. I thought I would wear a cutie shirt, and this is the shirt that I actually got in my Zara haul. If you guys haven't seen that yet, I got a lot of really good things from Zara and a couple other stores as well, so make sure you check out that video. I feel like with this top and the scrunchie, I just feel like I kind of look like a prairie girl. We're just gonna roll with it. This is all the stuff that I have for this month, and I feel like I have a lot because my last favorites video that I did was literally 6 months ago, so I have a lot of things that I have been using that I haven't really talked to you guys about, and I wanted to try to include things that I didn't include in my last few videos. Like I recently did a full face of Holy Grail makeup, and so that is like currently makeup that I am absolutely loving. But a lot of the stuff that I'm going to show you guys today are a lot of like really recent things that I've been trying out. Otherwise, I would just have so much stuff to show you guys. So part of this video is sponsored by VDL, and they just launched their Real Fit Velvet lipsticks. I have been loving their lipsticks for this month. The formula of these are so smooth and buttery and soft. They're also really comfortable, so I can wear them throughout the day, and they also wear really nicely. They truly are like a velvet. They glide on so smoothly, and I like how full coverage. Can a lipstick be full coverage? I just need a couple swipes and then I have like the full true color on my lips. So love these lipsticks, and I do have a discount code for you guys. It's not an affiliate code, it's only so you guys can get a discount, and it's just Christine20, and you can use that to get 20% off your order, and I'll also put a link down in the description box as well. But anyways, enough about the chatting, let's go ahead and get into my favorites. I have been getting so many compliments on my skin, and what I did was I spoke to a dermatologist, and her name is Jan Marini. She also has her own skincare line, and we had a talk on the phone for like an hour. It was just like a consultation. She kind of talked to me about like my diet, where I normally break out and how often I break out, the type of pimples that I get. From there, she gave me a whole like skincare routine, and she said, I will make your acne go away and never come back. And I was like, done. And so I dropped all of the skincare that I was using, and I only used Jan Marini products for 2 weeks, and I swear my skin has never looked better. I am such a firm believer in her skincare, and some of my favorites that I tried out this month were Bioglycolic Oily Skin Cleansing Gel, and this one is really great because I feel like it gets such a deep clean in my skin, and it's also really exfoliating as well. So this one I can't use every single night just because it is really abrasive on my sensitive skin. I use this when I feel like I have really troubled skin, or every like other night or something like that. It really fights off a lot of the bacteria that I have under my skin, and it prevents more breakouts from coming. And one trick that she taught me is usually when I wash my face, I like wet my face and then I put on the cleanser and then I put it on my face. But what Jan said is, since oil is repelled by water, since I already have the water on my face, it's not gonna fully take off all of the oils on my skin. So she said a more effective way to cleanse your skin is to put some of the cleanser on your hand, get some water and kind of dilute it, get it to foam up, and then put it on your dry face and rub it in from there. Ever since I learned that from her, I've been using that trick. Whoa, excuse me. I've been using that trick for all of my cleansers. I feel like her line is totally worth the money, especially if you have been struggling with acne or problematic skin for a really long time. I would highly recommend checking her out, and I'm just a firm believer. She's not paying me to say this. It's not sponsored or anything like that. I am just a really big fan, and I want to recommend to you guys like a great brand slash product that I like fully stand behind. Another thing that I really love from her line is this BioClear face lotion, and this stuff is so good. I forget what is in it, but I will put it like on the side here. This is really great for fighting off acne. Anytime I feel like I kind of have a flare-up, I will just put a drop or two, rub it between my hands, and then pat it into my problematic areas. And this is a little bit rough. When I first got it, I was using it all over my face, but my skin is so sensitive, so I only use it in my problematic areas. Another thing that I've been loving is this Siesta face serum. This is a vitamin C serum, and I use it in the morning, and it is all gross because I use it so much. The way that everything from her skincare line smells. Everything just smells so fresh, healthy, and really expensive, and I feel like this really brightens up my skin, and in the morning my skin is just super bright and glowy, so I love this stuff. I would highly recommend checking out Jan Marini skincare if you guys have been looking for new skincare. Another thing that I love is this one from Institutum, and it is their triple action resurfacing peel, and this is actually a physical exfoliant, and I am such a fan of this. I feel like the beads in it are so fine. I'll show you guys. There's like little beadlets in it, and I feel like it's really great for exfoliating your skin. It's not super rough. There's like little beadlets in here, and it's so finely milled that it doesn't feel like you have big chunks of stuff irritating or piercing your skin, you know what I mean? When you rub it into your skin, I can just feel it really slowing away all the dead skin cells, and when I rinse it off, I just feel like I have the smoothest, softest skin. So I'm such a fan of this. I feel like this is definitely worth the money and is really effective and did the job for me on my skin. Another exfoliator that I love is from Joanna Vargas. I love her skincare, and she has this exfoliating mask that is pretty much, it does the same exact thing as the last one. It has this like yellow texture. It's pretty liquidy, but it is the same thing where it has like really fine exfoliating beads, where I'll put like a thick layer on my skin and kind of rub it in and slow away some of the dead skin cells, and then I'll leave it on for like 10 to 15 minutes until it dries, rinse it off, and my skin just feels so fresh, so plump, and smooth and supple. So I am such a fan of this mask. I was raving about it ever since the first day I used it because I knew I loved it. And you guys know I love rosehip oil, and my holy grail is from Julep, their rosehip oil. But this one from Boscia is actually a little bit lighter. This is their rosehip omega face oil, and I love this rosehip oil. As you can see, the texture is just so thin and it absorbs into your skin really quickly. When I use it at night, I kind of just put a couple drops into my hands and pat it into my skin, and in the morning I wake up with such hydrated, dewy, glowy skin, and I just love the effect that this has on my skin. It doesn't break me out and it absorbs really quickly, so I have been such a fan of this. Another thing from Boscia that I have been loving is their Indigo Eye Cream. This is new, and I love this because it is so brightening. I'm already halfway through this thing. I use it morning and night, and it looks beautiful under makeup. It looks beautiful at night. When you wake up, you just have the plumpest, most hydrated under eyes. Especially for me, I use really high coverage concealers, so I tend to get drier under eyes. This is really great because it does a good job of hydrating my under eyes, and it also gives it enough moisture and a little pump of brightening. So love this eye cream. Love the way that it smells as well, and the packaging is just so darn cute. Another eye cream that I love is from Ulla Henriksen. This is their Banana Bright eye cream. I finally was able to try this, and I feel like this was so highly raved about, and I actually really like it. This one is a little bit thicker than my Boscia Indigo eye cream, but this is really great for at nighttime. I find that in the day it is a little bit too thick for me, but when I have extra dry under eyes, I'll just take a small amount of it and kind of just pat it in my under eyes, and it does give me a little bit of a brightening effect. It leaves my under eyes really hydrated as well. So another product that I have been loving is from Pharmacy, and this is their Freshen Up All Natural Deodorant Stick. Love this deodorant. It smells so good, and I have been on this like natural deodorant kick, and so it kind of reminds me of their Green Clean, and it just has like a really fresh minty smell. I feel like this one actually does help keep my stank away. For natural deodorant, it's really important that it's able to actually like hold back the smell, and so this one is really great at that. I also have been loving this Briogeo Scalp Revival Dry Shampoo. The reason why I love this is because the packaging on it is so smart and like travel friendly. It is just powder in a little bottle, and so I don't know if you can tell with the lighting, but you just turn it and there's a little spout right here. You can squeeze it and it disperses. I actually love that it's a non-aerosol because it gives you a little bit more control over how much you're using and where exactly you put it in your hair, because I feel like sometimes with dry shampoo sprays you're kind of just like, speaking of Briogeo, I have been loving, please don't mind how gross this is because I literally keep it in my shower and I was using it for months on end, but this is their Briogeo Scalp Revival Charcoal and Coconut Oil Micro Exfoliating Shampoo. I love this. This is so highly raved about for good reason because it is so good at exfoliating your scalp, especially if you have a dry scalp. This is like the perfect thing for you because it has like micro exfoliating ingredients in it. It does a really good job of really hydrating my scalp and getting all those flakes off of my head. It's a little too intense to use every single day, so I only use it like once or twice a week when needed, but I love this shampoo. It smells so good and it rinses out really nicely. I just love this. Another thing from Briogeo, I swear this is not sponsored, but they have this Scalp Revival Charcoal and Tea Tree Scalp Treatment, and so this is from their same line. It does the same thing as their shampoo does. It is really good for targeting any like dryness or flakiness that you have, and so after I get out of the shower and my hair is kind of damp, I'll just take a couple drops into my hands, rub it to my fingers, and then kind of just rub it into my scalp. I just feel like it provides an extra layer of defense for like your scalp. Another body thing that I've been loving is this dry brush from Butter Babes, and I recently have started dry brushing because it is actually really good for your digestive system. I forget what all the benefits are, so I'll use this in my shower before I turn the water on, and I'll kind of just go in circular motions and on my legs, on my back, on my stomach, and my shoulders, kind of just go in circular motions and slow away all the dead skin cells that I have. Everything starts flaking off, and then you take a warm hot shower. It just feels good. It makes my skin super soft, and it has so many great benefits as well. So dry brushing is really great, and this brush is really high quality. Love this dry brush by Butter Babes, and I just have been using it like before I shower. I finally got to try this. I don't know if you guys saw my Sephora Squad launch party vlog. In that video, Sephora gave us such a fat goodie bag, and I got so much skincare and makeup, and this was one of the things that was included in that goodie bag. So I have heard so much talk about this, and I finally was able to try it, and I love it. This is like one of my favorite powders ever because I feel like the texture and how finely milled it is like perfect. It just makes your skin look super airbrushed. Like I used it on my under eyes today, and like what pores. It just looks beautiful on your skin. The packaging is gorgeous. I love this powder. So for foundations, I was sent this by CoverGirl. They sent me a big package, and I did like a first impressions video on pretty much like their whole line. This is their full spectrum matte ambition foundation, and I recently picked this up and started using it again, and I love this. It makes my skin look so matte, but it stays all day. Ever since I was trying out the Maybelline 24 Hour and the L'Oreal Fresh Wear, I feel like I have been talking non-stop about those foundations, but I kind of put them aside and started reaching for other foundations that I haven't used in a while. Forgot how good this is. It looks amazing on your skin, and the color of this is like perfect for me right now. It's in the color medium golden. If you have oily to combo skin like me, you would really like this foundation. Another face product that I have been loving is this BB cream from Boscia. So dirty because when I flew back to Seattle, this is what I took with me. This just looks amazing on, and it's actually what I have on my skin right now, especially for a BB cream. This has good coverage. I would say it's like medium to full coverage. They only have it in 4 shades, but the one that I have is Manhattan Beach. Okay, so on the back it says treat, hydrate, protect, and perfect with a shade adapting BB cream. So this I would say is really shade adapting because when I first got this and I swatched it on my face, I was like, holy yellow. Once you like rub it in with your hands or a sponge or even a brush, it really melts into your skin and looks like your actual skin. So I love the finish of this. I feel like it is so beautiful. It also wears really nicely throughout the day. I do have a couple like dark spots, but it covers so much. All you need is like a pump, if even that, and it covers my whole face, gives me beautiful coverage, and the finish is just so stunning. So I absolutely love this from Boscia. I also love that it has SPF of 30 as well. Another thing that I've been trying out is this Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint. I also brought this to me with Seattle. Don't sleep on this. I feel like this is a really good skin tint only if you have good skin. Like I feel like if you don't have a lot of like extra pigment or discoloration to cover up, this is really great because it gives you really light coverage. Since it is so watery, if you use a sponge, a lot of it's going to be absorbed with it. So I really like this with a brush, and I feel like it gives my skin really beautiful finish. This is more of a like natural everyday look. This e.l.f. concealer, oh my gosh, this was sold out of like every single Target that I went and looked in. When I flew back to Seattle, I popped in the Target like just to look, you know how you do at Target, you're like, I'm just gonna look, and then you end up leaving with like 300 things. Popped to my Target and finally found a concealer in my color. This is their 16-hour Camel Concealer. This is in the color medium beige. I love this concealer. This is like to me the equivalent of like Tarte Shape Tape mixed with the Too Faced Sculpting Concealer. It is still really hydrating, but at the same time, very full coverage. Everything that you want in a concealer, this is it. Covers up anything that I want to cover, so I am just such a fan of this concealer. Another face product that I have been trying out is this CoverGirl Full Spectrum Matte Ambition powder. This is also part of their collection that they sent me. This powder is stunning. I feel like it does a really good job of evening out my skin tone and giving my skin kind of an airbrushed effect. It's not as insane as my like Cargo HD powder, where that one actually makes my skin look airbrushed. This one is just super light. It adds a little bit more coverage to my skin, and I feel like it helps prolong the wear of my like creams and liquids as well. I also have it in a darker shade, and I actually used it today to kind of contour and bronze my face. This color is so beautiful. I feel like their whole line, they did a really good job with like the yellow golden undertones. This one is in the color Tan Golden. It's meant to be a foundation powder, but I actually love it for bronzing. I feel like it is the perfect golden yellowy bronze color, and right now it doesn't look like it would be dark enough, but trust me, that's what I used today to bronze up my face. Since it is like a powder foundation, it is super blendable and so easy to work with. I did recently film a full face of Glossier makeup, and so I tried out this Glossier Boy Brow, and it has made it into my favorites, believe it or not, because I actually really love this. My brows are really like stick straight and stubborn, so it kind of takes a lot to get them to be brushed up. These are really great because it actually holds my brow hairs up, and it gives it that like really pretty bushy brow effect. The color on it is really great. I got it in the shade black. I feel like it is worth the hype. If you guys have been looking for a new brow gel that actually holds your eyebrow hairs up, this is a really good one. Another thing that I have been loving is this CoverGirl Full Spectrum Sculpt Expert palette. I talked about this in my Drugstore makeup starter kit video, so be sure to check that out, and I won't say too much about it just because I talked about it in my other video, but love this palette. This blush is what I'm wearing on my face today, and the highlight is what I have on the tops of my cheeks, and it just feels really high quality, and really love this palette. Another thing that I have been loving is this Dior Backstage palette, and I got this in my Sephora goodie bag. I have been loving it. I feel like it has all the colors that you could possibly need. So I use these two colors today in my crease. Everything just blends so nicely. The pigment is beautiful. There's not a lot of kickback. I feel like the colors in here are so pretty and such a fun palette to play with, and it just makes doing my makeup really enjoyable. I also wanted to give a shout out to Mixy Beauty. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but MYXY sent me some lashes, and I am a fan. Everything is vegan, cruelty free. This one is in the style Jersey. It is really pretty and fluttery. These ones are called Saigon. This one is not something that I would normally reach for, and I haven't worn these yet, but that would be kind of fun to play with. I like how they are like subtle and soft and not too dramatic. These ones I really love because I love how they flare out at the end, and these are in the style Atlanta. The style that I have on today is in the style Tokyo. This is what they look like up close. They are just so beautiful. It gets a little bit thicker at the end, so it gives me that really nice winged out effect, but these are just really easy to work with. The bands aren't too thick, so it makes it really nice and easy for putting on, and I just have been really loving her lashes, so shout out to Mixy Beauty. Another thing that I have been loving is this continuous setting mist from Morphe, and for some reason it took me so long to get on this train, but this is amazing. It's only $12, which I feel like in drugstore it's kind of a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, a lot of setting mist costs a lot more, and this is better than a lot of the setting mist that I have tried. I love that it is continuous, and it is so... I just ate it. The spray is so fine. It won't leave any water droplets or marks on your face. It allows the powders to sink into your skin and makes your makeup just look so flawless. It also helps to prolong my makeup, and it smells amazing, so I have been loving this. And then finally we have this lip product from Incredible. They sent me a big package of things. I haven't used a rollerball lip product ever since I was in like middle school, but this is absolutely stunning. I'll show you guys what it looks like on. It just smells so good. It kind of smells like a watermelon type situation, but not like in a childish way. It feels more like a lip oil than anything, and I feel like the pink tone of this is really pretty because it really enhances my natural lip color. I lied. I have one more lip product. It is from my friends at Tower 28, and they just launched their line actually, and they have a SOS spray that I really like. They also have like a face non-shimmer highlighting balm that I really like, but my favorite out of their line is this lip jelly, and this packaging is so chic and cute. This lip jelly is like, the texture of this is incredible. It reminds me a lot of like a lip oil slash lip gloss, very similar to that rollerball lip gloss that I just showed you guys. I'm just so obsessed with the packaging. It smells great, and I love that everything is non-toxic, cruelty-free. I just love everything that their brand stands for. So if you guys have sensitive skin like me and you're into like supporting non-toxic clean beauty, I would highly recommend checking out their line. I just have been obsessed with this lip jelly. They also have really great products, and I know they're launching some new exciting products in June as well. Anyways, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments what you'd like to see next. I also wanted to say thank you to Video for partially sponsoring this video. If you guys have been looking for some new lipsticks, I would highly recommend checking out their Real Fit Velvet lipsticks. I'll leave a link down in the description box, and don't forget I have a discount code that you guys can use. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.